Tie 782.
And go.
Wait. Go.
So my husband and I sit around talking about the state of the world and politics and other such business. I didn't get a sip of coffee, but I suggested that, hey, we are, what generation are we?
X. Forgotten generation.
X. All right, so we're Generation X in the house. So I said to him, I said, I bet other couples are just like us, living in Tennessee, fled the crazy. And, we probably all watch a certain amount of social media and have our opinions about things. And so I just thought that we would sit down and talk about it because, the level of crazy out there is at 1 billion. And I think that there's just, I am not hugely optimistic. And my husband's level of optimism compared to mine?
I'm through the floor.
Through the floor. So I guess that would make me the optimistic one.
She is definitely the optimist.
The sweet summer child.
Sweet summer child.
All that to say that, there's just crazy talk going on. So Elon Musk's a trillionaire, and I think that's great. I think that's capitalism hard at work. I think that he should be rewarded for his efforts. And I was just watching, I wish I could remember the name of the guy that did a little short about this, but this young man listened to it and he said, yeah, it's fine. It's wealth. It's not cash. And even Elon, he had played Elon's little clip about it. And Elon says, Tesla's, valuation is huge, but it's also responsible with all of the vendors and everything for 1 million jobs. So are you going to have him sell off all his stock, close the company, put 1 million people out of work so that what? Poor people can get more free shit? No.
For a minute.
It wouldn't even last a minute.
Yeah, that's about as long as it would last.
I feel like, a good 60 seconds
the
of
government could spend $1 trillion in, about a minute.
Less than a minute. I don't know. I don't know about,
they have to find somebody to buy it, so it might take them 2 minutes, 90 seconds to find the person that they're going to give all the money to, and then 30 seconds to transfer it.
All that to say, let's leave Elon alone. How about we encourage Elon to make more stuff and build more companies and make more cool shit and employ more people, and that way the people don't have to have welfare. They can just actually make the money and go out and buy the things they want. What say you, sir?
That would be great, but there's this little thing called the government that likes to intervene in everything.
Bless them. They say that in Tennessee. I learned that. Bless them.
Bless your little heart.
I don't think the government has a little heart.
Well, bless your little heart is pretty much fuck you in Southern. So
yeah. So what did you watch today, baby?
Didn't really watch anything. People are crazy right now. You have people that think that 15-minute cities are a great thing when all that is doing is just centralizing where all the people live so that the government doesn't have to come out into the middle of nowhere, Tennessee. Into
the country and find people. And
they don't have to find you if they know where you live. And then they can tattoo a little number on your arm and they'll know exactly who they're talking to.
Although I will say the 15-minute city thing, if people want to live close to resources, I totally get that. But I think 15-minute city or no, obviously COVID was a clear example of we don't have to be anywhere near you. We can just tell you to stay in your home and you, like proper cattle, will comply. Never have we seen the streets so empty as 2020. COVID-19 cleared the streets.
Oh, yeah. California, what was that stuff? What's that? California emissions, the carbon monoxide in the air. It was all gone.
Yeah.
It's because there was nobody on the road.
Clear days in LA. Beautiful. We should keep it like that always. Yeah.
Just let's lock everybody down. It's great.
So what else is going on in the world?
Mm,
Are we back at war?
I honestly don't know. It's
Who
hard
can
to
keep
tell.
track?
We're not at war. We're at war. Now the streets are open. Now they're not open. And the media does nothing but lie to us. So there's no telling what's the truth and what's not. And you have half the population could literally see a video and they'll say that's AI. And the other half will believe it wholesale.
Well, half the videos I think nowadays are actually, I heard a statistic that more than 50% of what's on social media is total bullshit. So
What? Wait,
I'll say it
I thought
again.
you were the optimist.
I will say it again. I didn't say it. I said I heard it, that 50% of everything on social media is total bullshit. So there you go. You got that going for you. We got that.
Yeah. I mean,
We didn't have that growing up.
no, God, thank God.
We are the last great generation.
Yeah. Until they go back to stop carrying your damn phone and recording everything. Just how about let you do your dumb shit and not have a record of it?
There's
you know how
that
many
doesn't-
things
that
I got
doesn't-
away with because there wasn't a camera sitting right there recording me?
1000%. I understand completely, and I agree. I'm not saying that's not a bad thing or a good thing. I'm just saying that that's just never going to happen. I mean, the video cameras are everywhere. AI is everywhere. They can, for all those that have Ring cameras and all of that technology. So I went to visit my friend, right?
Yeah.
And what happened? She's like, Alexa, set a timer. Alexa, this and that. Hey, Alexa, blah, blah, blah. And I started talking to Alexa, and it was about the second day, I think, the end of the second day. And I said, hey, Alexa, and I asked a question. And Alexa said, please tell me your name so I can help you better. At which point my friend unplugged her Alexa because she realized that Alexa can now tell the difference between me and her, and it knows that it's not her. It knows that it is some other foreign person in the room talking to her. And now Alexa would like to have some kind of relationship or know who's in your house. Creepy, creeped her out. So I don't know if she's plugged Alexa back in, but
She probably has.
Wow. Yeah, because we can't live without Alexa. We can't live without just shouting into the void, turn on a timer for 15 minutes so I don't burn supper, Don't worry, Allie. My dog just looked at me when I said burn supper. She looked at me like I'd committed a crime. She's like, don't burn the supper. So, yeah, AI and cameras, it's all in. It's in. That's it. It's in. It's like trying to undo the COVID shot. Once they jab you, it's in. It's in. You can't get it out.
No, you can't double back on that one.
No, you cannot. No, and you can't double back on the cameras either. They're here, and everybody records everything. So here's the thing. Here's my
We're
thing.
recording something.
Well, we are recording, but it's for a purpose. But here's my thing is, I don't care about the recording of things. I say record to your heart's content. Man, let me just tell you, record everything everybody does. The thing that bothers me is not the recording. It is the lack of accountability.
Mm-hmm.
So when you record somebody committing a crime, why is that person not arrested? Why is that person not run down to the pokey? Why is that person not held accountable for their actions? Do tell. Oh, please. Oh, wise one.
Okay,
Explain to me.
My sweet summer child, because now we have to take into account how that person was raised, whether he was beaten as a child or not. Most likely not. But whether he was abused or...
Unless he's Gen X. If he was Gen X, he was beaten severely and lived.
Abused.
And lived and survived it. And it made him successful.
Mm-hmm. No, there's no... We've taken empathy full circle to where we are now empathetic for the criminals and no longer have no empathy for the victims themselves.
I'm not sure if that's entirely true.
That is 100% true.
I think that they just don't want to deal with it. you know?
Well, if they didn't want to deal with it, then they would just put a bullet in their head.
No, I'm saying that the courts don't want. So, for example, there was a shooting in Chico, California at the library. A kid gunned down and 2 people died, whatever. So the kid gets marched into court for his, what do they call that? Arraignment or whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Where he has to tell them, how do you plead, guilty, not guilty, whatever. So he's marched in there, and he doesn't have an answer for the judge. And so what does the judge do? The judge, instead of making the kid either say, I plead guilty or not guilty, right? The judge is like, yep, we'll just postpone this. And he kicks the can down the road, sets a new hearing date, and there you go. Kid goes back to jail to eat 3 hot Cidicot on my tax dollars, your tax dollars. And what happens? You know? And then we wait. It's always waiting. There's no accountability.
Well, it's kind of a little from column A and a little from column B. You have the judges don't want to do anything, or they're trying to push a message of, again, empathy or weaponized empathy, where they feel bad because the criminal grew up, that poor destitute criminal. You know, if he wasn't poor, he wouldn't have had to steal those Nikes, because, you know, he had to eat, because, you know, Nikes taste good.
This kid gunned down people.
Well, that's the same thing. Oh, he was poor. He was destitute.
He was not destitute.
If
I don't believe it for a second.
If he would have had a gray hair or green haired mama and her husband, who was a green haired female, whatever, and yeah, everything's all about like pushing it down, like kicking it down the road, kicking it off to other people, or just, I'm going to feel sorry for you, so I'm going to let you go. And now you've lost not only empathy for the current victims, but any crimes that he commits further down the line. Like, there is no empathy for the victims. It's 100% empathy for the criminal. No.
I have a solution for this.
Bullet.
Who was it? Who was it? Was it you that told me that somebody suggested public hangings again, or public executions or whatever?
I think we should
was
do
that
it.
You that told me that? Where did you see that?
Because that's my belief. I think we should bring it back.
I thought you saw it on social media.
No.
Yeah, well, I mean, it would solve a lot of problems.
Well, once you start putting, you commit this crime and this happens to you, and you put that line in the sand, as soon as that line is drawn, if you keep letting people cross that line, eventually the line doesn't exist. But as soon as you cross that line and a bullet comes out of nowhere and hits you in the temple, the next person's going to think twice about it. Bring back public hangings. Let's go back to one rope in a tree. It's like, what, $5?
Okay, but how long ago was that a thing?
Yeah, not soon enough ago.
No.
They stopped doing it back in the 1800s. It was happening a little bit in the early 1900s, but all that went away.
Well, I do have a firm belief that if there was an actual, punishment fit the crime, I think that I'm not saying we should chop off hands for stealing, although I will say, boy, wouldn't that solve something? I mean, how many handless people you think that you would come across before people just didn't steal anymore?
Well, it only would happen twice, and then nobody would believe anything that came out of that person's mouth.
Yeah.
Because, hey, we've got... What happened to you? Lawnmower accident. I mean, there's only so many ways you can do it. And
well, I definitely think that the punishment should fit the crime. And I think that the whole negotiation part of criminality these days is absolutely outrageous.
Ridiculous.
I think that you shouldn't, what do they call it? Plea bargaining or something? Pleading down or whatever they call it. Yeah, the whole pleading down process, total bullshit. Total bullshit. I'm sorry. I just got to say it. I mean, I'm a fair person. I was raised by a man, and, I turned out okay. I have a good life. I follow the laws. When I speed, I get a speeding ticket. I pay it. you know? But
Unless it's on camera.
if you kill somebody and the punishment is supposed to be whatever, life in prison or whatever it is, I think that there shouldn't be any pleading. There shouldn't be any negotiating and the haggling and all this back and forth business. And, oh, well, if you do this, then we'll give you less time. How about just murder is this many years? How about theft is this many years? If you want to put dollar amounts on it, fine. You know, you steal $1,000, you get a year. You steal $10,000, you get 10 years. Whatever.
But what about how he grew up?
No, it doesn't have anything
No,
to
it
do
has
with it.
everything to do with it. That's what the problem nowadays is.
Nope.
They
I'm
wanna,
sorry, but I'm just saying. Whoopi Goldberg grew up in the projects. Oprah grew up in the project, or not in the projects, in a
Not the best
one room
examples,
shack. Hey, you know, there are people that made it, and yes, we discuss politics quite frequently, but I'm not going to sit here and not cite Whoopi as a success story, because do you think she lives in a shack now? You see Whoopi
she
living in
lives
the
behind
projects?
her
She lives in a freaking fat
mansion
house
with
somewhere.
her fenced-in area that
Right?
you have to show ID to
Yeah.
get into the fence. And
Do you think Denzel didn't struggle? Do you think? I mean, you know. Do you think that Morgan Freeman didn't struggle? Do you think that any of these people didn't struggle? They all struggled. Everybody struggles. I used to tell my dad, life's not fair. You know what my dad said? Pull yourself up by your bootstraps and press on. Life's not fair. Get over it.
That's racist.
It's not racist.
That's what the Democrats say.
Wow.
Pulling yourself up by your bootstraps is racist because some people couldn't afford boots.
Or straps. You're such a half. It's not racist, and you can't. You know what? If you're going to be the Dem in this little, are you going to be the Dem? Because you sound like you're the Dem.
No, I'm just bringing into
you're
why
just
it
bringing
won't
in
work.
the conflict. It will work. It would work.
Oh, it would work.
It would work. Yeah.
I guarantee you, the next time some little asshole kid stabs another kid because he got told to leave and hands were put on somebody, I don't give a shit. There's at no point should a knife come out and be stabbed in the heart because you got told to leave
and got pushed. Somebody pushed you, so somebody pushed you,
hurt your little feelings, and now you're a little broke ass.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing. All the feelings of all the and I'm not saying that our generation doesn't have feelings. We certainly have feelings.
Yeah, but we hide them like normal people.
Yeah, stuff them down. Just stuff them down.
Kick them into the corner and fucking forget that they even exist.
All right, but nowadays, like generations that are younger than us, all seem to have their feelings in a huge shroud outside of their body, outside of their mind. They wear them around like a giant puffy batch of cotton candy that's just surrounding them.
That means you can see them coming from about a mile and a half away.
Okay, you can see them coming, but that's not my point. My point is that, yeah, you can have feelings, but you don't have to knife somebody down for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the person that's teaching their kids, have your feelings, but when little Jimmy pushes you, you're not allowed to gut him like a pig. Where's that parent?
That parent's in jail.
No, you're not allowed. He's not telling him to gut him like a pig.
That parent's non-existent because he's either in jail or the mom's alienated him from the kid, or there's 100 different ors, but it's usually a single mom or a single dad raising a child, and you need both. You need the woman to give you how to express your feelings, and you need the man to teach you to either ignore them or how to interact with the world even though you have feelings, because just because you have feelings doesn't mean that the world cares. In fact, the world doesn't give a shit. Most people don't give a shit, but now everybody's virtue signaling to that's what the craziness is they virtue signal to each other. And they try and outdo it. They do this little mental gymnastics where one person is more hurt or poor or whatever pronoun they want to add.
Damaged. What do they use? They use
It's everything. They take into account everything.
They use though. I can't remember. There's certain words that they use to describe themselves. It's not damaged
No.
because that's too direct.
Woke.
Damage is too aggressive for them.
It's woke.
No, they don't describe themselves as woke. But like the "you offended me," kind of "you hurt my feelings," but there's a word for it that's eluding me right now that they use to express their damage. I mean, their emotions or their whatever.
You just said the same thing. Damage and emotions.
Their hurt feelings.
The same thing.
Yeah.
It's like that girl that sued and won money from her parents so that they have to pay her a stipend because they had her without her permission.
Wow. It's absolutely shocking to me. The
Like,
number of things
what
stupid,
judge
stupid,
heard
stupid.
that and didn't just smack the shit out of that girl and say,
I
grow
would
the
have
fuck up?
dismissed the case and thrown her out of my courtroom.
I would have arrested her right there for wasting
She
my
literally
time.
got money because
Yeah.
her parents conceived her without her permission,
Yes.
even though she's unable to give permission until after her conception. Now, in what world does that make sense?
Well, in true liberal fashion, they could have murdered her and that wouldn't have been murder. I mean, they could have had
it
the
would
abortion.
it would have been sacrificed.
It would have been an abortion.
It would have been sacrificed for face cream.
Yeah, there you go. For all the elites.
For what are they called?
Ellen DeGeneres. The
Makeup,
yeah.
face cream. What else do they put baby parts in?
Oh, there's all kinds of things.
Oh yeah, yeah. God bless Planned Parenthood. Yeah, those sons of bitches. Yeah. Hey, just on a side note, I am pro-choice. I think you should have the right to choose. However, I think that there should be a limit. I think there should be a hard line. I think that people do make mistakes, and I'm willing to say, you get your first abortion, no problem. You screwed up, whatever. I get it. But there are things called birth control. There's even birth control for boys now.
Mm-hmm.
Birth control for men. I don't know if you call them men. For boys.
Yeah, boys.
For male specimens. Anyway, yeah. So first abortion, fine. But second one, with all of the technology that we have, the birth control, all the things, not to mention just self-control and abstinence, which you and I both know does not work at all when you are young.
Doesn't work because that's...
Nope, because you are a horny mother.
Well, everybody is. Yeah.
Oh my God. Let me have the most sex I can possibly have when I am 16, 18, 20, 30.
50.
Yeah. So second abortion. The second abortion is great. You can have a second abortion, but the price for the second abortion is your uterus. And we'll just take that too. We'll take the baby right out of there, right in its little wrapper. And then you don't get to have any more kids. That is my solution. Pro-choice, first abortion's a free ride. Second abortion costs you your uterus. There you go. Decide. That's it.
Don't disagree.
That's my solution. I just, every time I think about it, I just think, boy, wouldn't that solve a lot of problems.
It would. But feelings. You got to put feelings in there.
I have feelings.
They want to be able to do whatever
they
they want to whoever they want. And then how would these people be able to go and sleep with an NBA star and have a child and get child support in the amounts
Well,
that
they would
get
have to adopt a child.
from the NBA stars?
No, from the adoption house.
Oh, those are cheap children. They don't get
That's not
They
true.
don't get
Brad
child
Pitt
support
and
for that.
What's her name?
Oh, that's
Angelina.
right.
They adopted like a global family. They just
Yeah.
went country by country, scooping up kids, and until their family was big enough. However big enough that is, I don't even know how many kids they have.
Yeah, but I don't think either one of them is paying child support.
To each other,
Yeah, I don't think
they're
they
both
are.
bazillionaires. What do they need to pay each other for?
Because the court's got to get their cut.
I don't even know.
Every
that they
time
went
the
to
court touches the money, they get a little bit out of it.
Yeah, I don't think that happened. I don't know. I'm not an expert on that.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert on that.
I just don't trust the government to do anything without getting their cut on any of it.
Well,
And,
That's
and what they
taxes.
see is a millionaire and a millionaire, and all they see is they got the little drool coming off that's in dollar signs coming out as they know that one of them is going to have to pay child support. because then that's money that
Not
the
if they
little
just share the
government.
kids, they can just share them 50-50.
That's not, the government doesn't want you sharing the kids. They want one of you
I think
paying.
that you're mistaking the government for attorneys.
No.
The attorneys are the ones that get the cut.
The attorneys learned that they can make money too off the side.
Which is why we have so many attorneys.
the
God
g-
bless the attorneys.
Yeah, that's
We're
one way to
blessing all
say
the
it.
people.
No, again, bullet.
It seems like this would be the part where you would insert an attorney joke. You got one?
Nope. Attorneys are a joke. That's my joke.
What do you call 1,000 attorneys at the bottom of the ocean?
What?
A good start.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not about suing anybody, man.
We've let it go too far.
I think that people should use their grown-up voices, which we don't teach kids how to have grown-up voices these days, but I think that people should use their grown-up voices and they should talk it out, work it out, whatever, like just figure it out. Right?
that would involve two people talking and nobody's yelling at each other.
We're
What?
talking. I'm not yelling at you.
Not yet.
Not much.
Sorry, dear.
Oh my gosh, whatever. He's a lunatic. Yeah, well, there's that. What else? Do you want to talk about all the fraud?
That's a lot to get into. Nah, let's do that. Let's do that in a
Leave the
different
fraud
video.
for a different video.
That's way too much.
We'd be here all night. And my husband's out of coffee.
And I'm already out of coffee.
All right, well, if you like this video, like the video.
Is it like and subscribe?
Like and subscribe.
Smash that like button.
Yeah,
No,
what he
let's not
said.
do that.
Well,
Just hit it.
you
Tap
don't.
it.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
lick your finger
Didn't
once, touch
we
it.
just have a discussion about going too far? About, oh, Johnny pushed you. I'm going to stab him to death.
Yeah.
And you're like, smash the button.
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
yeah.
let's not be crazy. You can just tap it gently. It's fine. Like,
Even
subscribe.
caress it.
It's a
It
brand-
might like it.
Stop it. Oh my gosh. Bless him. I'm going to bless you.
Oh, that bullet for me now? Shit.
That is not what that means.
That's what it means in my head.
That's not what that means.
If you're saying bless your little heart, yes. That's one bullet for you and one bullet for
baby,
you.
that's not the way.
That is 100%. That's the only way it's going to get fixed.
Well, maybe next time my husband will be more optimistic.
No.
It could happen.
We already discussed this. You're the optimist.
Again, I said it could happen. So, yes, little dog.
Now, how do we stop this thing? You go, stop.
No, I have
Stop.
to go up there and push the button.
Oh, which button?
Anyway, the little square button. Do you want to go push the square button?
I can push this. I can push a button on your
Push
phone.
the square button. Yeah,
I'm
the
pushing
little
all
one at the
kinds of
bottom.
buttons.
You guys take care. Have a great day. Hopefully you guys are having conversations like my husband and I do. And hopefully it will help bring you closer together, because it's a good idea to talk to your spousal person or friend about it and try to work some things out without violence, with just honest discussion. So,
Or a bullet.
yeah, Latchkey Lobby signing off. See you guys next time. Take care.
Push it now.
Yeah.
Okay.